Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. We're back in Watch Your Realms, and today we're going over Seraphina. I want to go a quick look at her because if you're pulling this weekend, it's a 15-time chance for Setram and a 15-time chance for her. And I think there's probably less information about her and how she works and that sort of thing. I don't think she's as widely used as she could be or should be. We'll have a quick look through her kit, we'll have a look at how it works, that sort of stuff, and I'll show you where I'm using her. I'm using her in my arena team at the moment. I'm not brilliant at arena, so don't kill me for it. But please give me any advice on how I can improve my team. So that's pretty much what I've got going on with her at the moment. Now, if we have a look at her skills, she's got a really good talent. So we've got this Mystic Flame. The Mystic Flame, upon hitting the enemy, deals damage equal to basic attack one time, and that's what she's got. And her kit revolves around this Mystic Flame concept. So when no enemies can be targeted, the hero charges Mystic Flame during each attack interval to unleash concurrently later, stacking up to 3 times. So what it realistically means is she can stack up to 3 hits, and then when there's an enemy, boom, she unleashes those, and she unleashes her basic attack as well. So they're stored, and she goes 1, 2, 3, she lets all of those off, and she does a basic attack as soon as an enemy comes along. So you get like 4 hits. So the next part of her talent is if the enemy receives damage from Seraphina 4 times within 1 second, so she's stored up all 3, lets them go at once, and a basic attack, within 1 second, they will receive an extra 200% damage as well, 1 time. And that's her talent. Absolutely fantastic, love it a bit, brilliant. Right, her basic attack. Her basic attack is basic, but there you go, that's no great shakes. She does magic damage, and she deals 100% magic damage to one enemy, and we can, when we book it up, get it to 120%. So that's her basic attack, but bear in mind everything springs from her basic attack. So you can put her Infernal Roar or any other set you want, but bear in mind everything comes from the basic attack, including the Mystic Flame, which stores up the basic attack. So if you're storing up 3 basic attacks, if you fully book this up, you'd be storing an extra 20% damage 3 times as well. Okay, so just something for you to bear in mind. She's then got her passive. Each basic attack or triggered talent effect, so her talent up here when she lets everything go, has a 20% chance of being enchanted. Enhanced. Enhanced basic attack and Mystic Flames deal 100% increased damage, which is fine, and then inflicts curse on the target. It's a bit of a pain because cursed targets are unable to perform basic attack, which it's annoying that on general mobs you can't really see when they've got it or not on the arena, so it's a bit weird on how that works, but it does work, and we'll show it later. But you can't really, unless you're looking for it, you won't actually see when it's working. It's only a 20% chance, which is attacking quickly, so those 20% chances come around relatively often. Now, a next basic attack, or next passive, Arcane Secrets, with 3 stacks of Mystic Flame, increases attack by 40%, so bear that in mind as well. It's her attack that's being increased by 40%, it's not her damage or anything like that, so the higher you've got her attack, the more you're going to increase it with. So gear wise on mine, I've gone with increasing her basic attack with Calamity, and it's an okay Calamity set. I've gone crit rate and attack, and I've managed to get attack speed on one of the pieces. Here I've gone attack percent, and then I've gone crit rate and hopefully a bit of speed. Crit rate, speed, and attack percentage. I'm going crit damage in the middle. If I could get attack percentage on that, I probably would. Obviously the attack roll was absolutely repugnant on this piece because, well, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? We all know these things are going to happen to us, so that's what I've gone for. If I could swap over the centerpiece for more attack percent, I probably would on her. And why have I gone Soulbound Arcana? Because it's buggy at the moment. At time of recording, I don't need to have her to do 5 ultimates. I just need any old 5 ultimates, and that will trigger it off for me, which is quite easily done in the arena. So we don't have to worry about it too much. So that's why we've gone for that kit. Awakening wise. Right, we now have in the game unpolished legendary soulstones. I own none. I've not got any. The drop rate isn't brilliant, but it's only been released, I don't know, a couple of days, a week, something like that. And yeah, I haven't got any yet, but if I get some, would I consider putting them in her? Because now the option is you have the unpolished ones, and you have the legendary soul stone, which can be used to do lords, and the unpolished one excludes lords. So you would use the unpolished ones on normal heroes. So would I consider doing her? So first awakening during the ultimate, the trigger chance for eternal hatred increases by 15%, and that's the curse option. So spreading that out, and does the extra damage. So would I? No, maybe the extra damage would be nice. I don't think the curse. I think the 20% when you're triggering 3 or 4 attacks at once needs to be put up to 35%. I think you're pretty good anyway. But the extra damage could be nice. So when we have a look at it. Yeah, deal 100% increased damage. So you do get 100% extra damage out of it, so that would be quite nice. Awaken 2, 300 attack. Upon first deployment, on for Awaken 3, increases damage by 40% for 30 seconds. And then Awaken 4, penetration plus 8%. And then lastly, deals 20% increased damage to targets inflicted with curse and restores 2% rage. So that is really nice. That could keep motoring her around quite quickly, which would be, yeah, that would be good. That'd be nice to see. So, but for me, it'd be a long way off. And would I power one into her? I don't know. Don't know whether I would. Probably have other champions I prefer to get an A1 or an A3 on. So, other single touch. There's a lot of room for improvement with her at the moment. So I think she's good as is. She is a good champion, and I don't think you should be unhappy if you pull her. Well, depending on where you are with the game, you might be, but I think she's a good single target damage dealer anyway. Now, unlike other single target damage dealers, Silas, she doesn't have a bonded skill. So now they've, in the recent update they announced that's coming later on today for the Forerunner, obviously, they've started to update or add bonded skills into older champions, so that makes her viable for having a bonded skill in there. That would be fantastic. It would be good to see her with a bonded skill. And also artifact wise, I've got Interior Twilight. She doesn't have an exclusive artifact, so again this could help her out as well and actually increase her usability. So yeah, absolutely top draw here. I think she's a good hero. I really do like her. I'm pleased I leveled her up. I'm pleased I've skilled her up all the way. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Although you might have, if you've got Pope and Ingrid, then yeah, you might not want to use her in arena. But there we go. Right, what we've done is we've removed all her gear. Okay, so if we start this fight up, and then what we do is we will just run it through with a mob. Put on 2 times speed. I'll speed this up a lot for you actually, and then I'm just going to take certain points of where he does damage and where we are and the damage we've taken, and then we will run it with Seraphina so we can see how much her curse is reducing the damage by. Okay, so that's the rough sort of plan. So this time around we'll let the mob come round, and then we're just going to put Seraphina into attack, and then hopefully we'll get some of these curses go off and we can see the amount of damage the mob does against us. We're going to be able to have a check of our health bar and make sure our health bar is better than we're doing on the timings. So 230, we're at 99, I expect that to remain the same. There we go, no great shakes there. At the 2 minute mark we're at 93.9, so hopefully we'll get a bit of a margin in there, and it is just these enhanced attacks, that's what we're looking for, that 20% chance. We could trigger off the there we go, we're actually slightly ahead there. And then the 1 minute 30 mark we've got an 88.8% we were at last time, so hopefully that will be improved even more. So this is the health we're taking, so we can see that those curses are going off and the mobs themselves are doing less damage. So that is less damage to us, less damage to our tank, which makes our life a little bit easier for us. So do bear that in mind. We're coming up to the 1 minute mark. 1 minute was 83.7 last time, so we're ahead of that, and now the margins are starting to grow. It's more and more exponential, so the more times we get that, the more missed attacks they have, the less damage we're taking. We're just better off all round. 30 minutes was 78, so we're well ahead of that. And then at the 0, when the next wave comes either way, we're at 73.5 last time, so we could be considerably ahead of that with the amount of damage we've taken. There we go. And we're well ahead of that. So that's how this cursed is working. We can test it to see that it does work. So we're into the arena. Now, if we have a look, I'll put myself back down onto the screen. Top DPS we've got going in Overlord. Or the top picks for single target damage, sorry. Probably a fairer way to put it. She is not arriving anywhere. Do not see her. I mean, Ingrid's a long way down as well. Do we have her anywhere? Anywhere at all? Anyone? For fullness, we can scroll down and the same old chat, same old everywhere you're looking. Okay. She doesn't appear anywhere. So if you go by this, you wouldn't use her at all. Yeah, if you look at the champion, if we go to the hero, so faction troll, apparently she's good in. I didn't use her in the faction troll, didn't have her there. Arena, yeah, people are using her. Void Rift, Blake's Chasm, I don't know about that. So she is being used in places. She doesn't score overly high. There's no big raves about her being 5s or anything like that. But we'll chuck her in. So I just put it on auto fight. We'll let it go, and we'll see what happens. Now I am the best part of what, 80k lower. Chuck down my coin cap, make sure I've got that on the go, and then it's just firing her up. So that's essentially what we're after. We want her knocking out the DPS as much as we can. We lose the first round, who would have guessed that? But we don't lose it by much, and I would have expected to lose it by a greater deal than that, to be honest. So they've not got 2 DPS compared to our 1 at the moment, but hopefully we'll be able to turn it around. And now we've got our Zillitude up as well now, and they've got their 3 DPS up. So that's their 3 DPS that are right up there on the old single target. That's what everyone wants apparently, but we've won the next round and there isn't that much in it, so hopefully we'll be able to pull this out. Let's have a look. I mean, the damage she knocks off isn't anything to be sneezed at. There we go, another round 1, and they've got 3 good DPS champions there. Okay, so we've only got the 2 DPS. We have got Dolores buffing up our damage for us. That's handy. The healers there only to keep our coin coster going and hopefully keep her alive throughout the fight. But the damage we're knocking out, single target, absolutely brilliant. We're round 5 now, going into round 6 where it all ramps up. It's too much for the opposition and we've won. Right, that's it. It's nice and easy. Much lower battle power, but we still do get the wins. Really good champion. So we've won against all of these so far. Here's our 5th one. Again, we're quite a way behind on BP, but that's how it goes. I mean, it's not just straight up BP, is it? So we might have a better start, which is good news for us. Oh, look at that come in. Oh, kiss of death there, wasn't it? He's a beast, absolute beast. Oh, already losing quite heavily, but I think we'll be all right. Hopefully we'll be okay. We do get the full range there, so as soon as they come on the map, we do get to start attacking them straight away, which is good news for us. And these long gaps where they're not attacking anyone, you see on there, she had those 3 balls above her head, those 3 orbs, so she's straight in with some big attacks. She's on her ultimate now, so there we go, boom. We're not too far behind, even when someone else beats around for us. We don't take a lot of damage as the fight seems to go on. We've got that one out of the way. Oh, we won that one. Happy days. That's good. 5. Now the damage starts to ramp up. Don't know how much damage they're taking. I'm not too sure on their healing ability either, so we might do well out of this. lost that round. We will have to do some damage here to actually get through to the next round, or are we dead? Oh, we lost. There we go. Oh well, never mind. But there you are. Don't win them all, but you have a fair go. My counting is as good as a lot of other players, so I think she does all right. So if you pull her, wouldn't be upset. I think she's good. I think she's got a place in the game. I still keep hopes up that we will get a maybe a bonded skill for her now, and the fact that she hasn't got an exclusive artifact, so fingers crossed they come for her as well. Okay, right, that's me done. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in a video again soon. And this weekend, am I pulling on that banner? I don't know. Am I pulling on the 1+1? Yes, I do like twofers. So there we go. Never know your luck. Right, thanks very much for your time. If you could give the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, that'd help me out massively. If there's anything you want me to cover, just put it in the comments below. We'll have a good crack at it, and I'll see you in a video again soon. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers then. Goodbye.